Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. First of all, congratulations for graduating two Talams, Adi Talam and Rupaka Thalam. Today, I am going to start a new Talam which is called Misra Chapu Thalam. Just to give, before I start the class, I want to tell about what Misra Chapu is. Typically in concerts, people used to put Talam like this. This is Misra Chapu. The way it is structured is takkita takka dimmi, takkita takka dimmi. In ancient times, Tyagarajar used to put like this. Actually, I will tell about what is the scientific way you have to tell what is the name of this Talam, which is Tisra Jadi Triputta Talam. Tisra Jadi is 3, Triputta is 4, so 3 plus 4 is 7 beats. But in yesterday years, when Tyagarajar and all, when the Trinities lived, they composed music in praise of God. So when they composed, they used to go for bhikshas on the road. So for them to put, they cannot put physically the Talam in hand, but they used to have chapla kata in their hand. No? So they used to put takkita, takka, dimmi, takkita. It's easier for them to put in the chapla kata. And that's how this became a the way of putting Talam. The right way of putting Misra Chapu is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the exact form. But they used to put it with devotion. They had Chapla Katan, and that had become very prevalent. And people had started putting Talam in concerts like that. So that's the way it stayed. There's another way the 7 can be put is Misra Jadi Ekathalam. Ekam is 1, Misram is 7. So in Ekathalam, 7 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for now, you learn Tisra Jadi Triputta Thalam, Misra Jadi Ekathalam, and Misra Chapu by itself, how it has become from the tradition a prevalent way. That's how it is. So it's actually a combination of 3 and 4. Mishram is a mix. So that's why it's called Misra Chapu. So it's a 3 and a 4 combination, and that's why it's called Misra Chapu. So let's deal our lessons in Misra Chapu itself, the way the ancestors and the Esturial Vidwan used to put with devotion. We will approach this Talam in the same format, which is takkita takka dimmi. Before I get into the class, I will start with the Thirukkural. Tagudiyana ondru nandre pagudiyal paalpattu olugappirin aravali nindru pagai natpu nodumal ஆகிய மூவிடத்திலும் வேறுபாடு இன்றி நடத்தலே நடுநிலையின் பயனாகும். So Thiruvallur deals this topic on neutrality, how a person is rational in his approach. So a person on enmity or friendship or with a third party, if his viewpoint is the same, just the same, be it a good or bad, he views absolutely as his situation, and that is the highest state. That is what Thiruvallur says about neutrality concept, neutrality principle. A person steadfasts and holds it. So with this good thought, it is called Nadu Nilamai. Nadu Nilamai is neutrality. With this good thought, let's also try to see, if it's right, we have to say it's right. If it is wrong, it is wrong. And we have to have the neutral approach, a rational approach in our life. And let's not get into, say, biased opinion. So it's very important to go unbiased in our way, and let's try to emulate, because the ruler says whoever is talking the truth we need to follow blindly, which helps us go in the right direction. This good thought, I'm going to start this lesson. Okay, again, as I told you, I'm going to do an adaptation what we did from Adi Talam to Rupaka Talam. I am going to convert that structure into the Misra Chapu structure, and I'm going to tell you how you're going to do the entire lessons, and I'll go very fast because you know the lessons, only thing is this, the structural change. Tad din na, tad din din na, tad din na, tad din din na, tad din na, tad din din na, tad din na, tad din din na. This is how you have to, the structure goes. In Adi Talam, tad din din na. In Rupaka Talam, dhin kittu takka din din na. In Misra Chapu Thalam, tad din na, tad din din na. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tad din na, tad din din na, tad din na, tad din din na, tad din na, tad din din na, tad din na, tad din din na. That's the approach. The same logic of open close. Let's do the structure first. Let me explain. Nam dheem tham, tham dheem dheem tham. Tham dheem tham, hiki dheem dheem tham. Tham dim nam, nam dim dim nam. Nam dim nam, nam dim dim nam. Explain step by step. When you play Talang into Takadina, the two paragraph is the same open close logic. Nam dheem tham, tham dheem dheem tham, tham dheem tham, tham dheem dheem tham, tham dim nam, nam dhim dim nam, nam dim nam, tata kitta takadina. Two paragraphs. Then you reduce with the first line, the last line. Nam dheem tham, tham dheem dheem tham, nam dheem tham, tata kitta takadina. Third line, last line. Tham dim nam, nam dim dim nam, tham dim nam, tata kitta takadina. Further reduce. Nam dim tham, tata kitta takadina. Tham dim nam, tata kitta takadina. Then you finish with a mora. Tata kitta takadina tam, tata kitta takadina tam, tata kitta takadina tam. So together I will express, together I will play, and that's how you should play for the Kedatakadim family, Talanggadim family, Tagadanadim family. So I am going to do all these lessons step by step with explanations, and you need to practice. The rule of thumb, first of all, you understand the structure. Takkita takkadimmi. How you need to put the thalam? Takkita takkadimmi. You should get first the acclimatized, accustomed to putting talam. Then express within this structure. Then convert all the lessons from Adi Thalam the way I am telling you now. And then you practice all the family of lessons. Once when you do that, you will get the competency, you will understand it, and then you should play in the mridangam, and then you should play in the second speed. That's how step by step you should improve your capability. Okay, let me express it once fully, and then I will play fully. Nam dheem tam, tam dheem dheem tam, tam dheem tam, tam tam dheem dheem tam, nam dim nam, nam dhim dim nam, nam dim nam, tatakit takadina. This is a notational way. It's very difficult, but let me use the expression way in a typical style. Tadhinna, tadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tatadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tatakit takadina, tadhinna, tadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tatadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tatakit takadina, tadhinna, tatadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tatakit takadina, tadhinna, tatadhin dhinna, tadhinna, tatakit takadina, tadhinna, tatakit takadina, tadhinna, tatakit takadina, tatakit takadina, tatakit takadina, tatakit takadina. You should understand this structure very clearly. This is how you have to play all the sequences when you learn the lessons. So, the difference when I play the Mora, the small difference you should understand clearly between Adi Thalam and Misra Chapu Thalam. Misram is 7 beats, Adi Thalam is 8 beats. Only 1 beat difference. So, in Adi Thalam, Tatha Kitta Taka Dhinna Tham, Tatha Kitta Taka Dhinna Tham, Tatha Kitta Taka Dhinna Tham. You are giving a gap pause of 4 syllables. Here in Misram, you have to give a gap of 2 syllables. Tatha Kitta Taka Dhinna Tham, Tatha Kitta Taka Dhinna Tham, Tatha Kitta Taka Dhinna Tham. So, this is a big difference, and this is a simple difference. People try to mistake. In Adi Talam, they try to play like Misra Chapu, and then it will not fall into the beat. So you have to understand what is the gap there. So if you rightfully understand, then you play rightfully. Okay. So understand this. That everywhere it's the same concept. I'm going to go about doing this Kidatakadin family lessons now. As I told you before, I'm going to only choose one member in that family and then do the reduction, and not for all the lessons. But I want you as a homework to do for each of the phrase, you have to reduce and finish, reduce and finish, reduce and finish. Similarly for Talangudim family, similarly for Takadanadim family. If you can do all the lessons, you will then understand the structure very well. Because then you have to play for a long time this Tadindina. By the time you play again and again for each of these phrases, you are attuned to understand Misra Chapu well. Okay? So let's do Kidatakadin family. When I do Kidatakadin family, again the rule of thumb, the second line, you have to show that you are going to play this Kidatakadin phrases. So Kidatakadin din na, you have to use that phrase. When you are playing the Talangudim family, you have to use the phrase Talangudim family. You have to show, tell people that communicate that you are dealing with the subject. You can't just like that blindly, Kidatakadin din na, Talangudim, Talangudim. Don't play like that. You should be related. When you are using a phrase, when you are using something, deal with that subject and make audience communicate, yes, I'm going dealing with this chapter. So that's that you should have the clarity when you play any solo or any of the performances you showcase. Do it with defined clarity, well defined clarity. So let's go about doing this Ketatakadim family in one go, and then I'll do the Talam family in one go, and Takadanadim family in one go, and then I will see in the next class a review of how you have understood all these in the first sequence in Misra Chapu Thalam. Okay? So observe how I play. is how you have to play these lessons. Take the family, take it through, but I want you to do as a homework for each phrases, you try this reduction. You will get accustomed to Misra Chapu Thalam very quickly. Also try to express by telling in hand. Takitta, takadimmi, tadhinna, tadhindinna. You put it in this format and try to do all these lessons. I will finish this class with a Tirukural and I'll do a review of how you have understood, and if you have understood it right, we will move forward with more sequences adapting Adi Thalam to Misra Chapu Thalam. செப்பம் உடையவன் ஆக்கம் சிதைவு இன்றி எச்சத்திற்கு ஏமாப்பு உடைத்து. Let's look at the meaning of it. நடுநிலையிலிருந்து தேடி வைத்த செல்வம் இடையில் அழிந்து போகாமல் அவன் வழி நிற்கும் உதவியாக நன்மை தரும். What it says is, being neutral and by good means, if a person has earned wealth, it is not only useful to him, it's useful to his entire family. So whoever has acquired wealth in a rightful way, in a neutral way, okay, and then acquired it with his hard work and good deeds, definitely it will be useful for him and his family and his generations. That's what the ruler compares about neutrality and the good qualities of how you have to lead your life. With this good thought, I'm ending today's class with a good beginning of Misra Chapu Thala. Understand the first primarily how to put the Talam. And there are three things I told you how Misra Chapu evolved from ancient generation of musicians using chaplakatai. And then Tisra Jadi Tripuda Talam is the Talam, and Misra Ekam are two of the synonyms of these 7-beat cycle. Okay, just get familiarized with this, and I'll see you in the next class with more sequences. Ta dhimi taka taka dhimi dhimi taka taka dhimi taka taka dhimi dhimi taka dhimi taka taka dhimi dhimi taka. That's the structure of taka dhimi dhimi taka in Misra Chapu. We will see it in the next class after the review of Tadinna Takadinna. Cheers, Pono Roria here, signing off.